In this video, we're going to show you how to set up and navigate the ExactApply nozzle control system on your John Deere self-propelled sprayer. The ExactApply system enables precise control of droplet size by enabling you to maintain a defined pressure and rate despite changes in speed. Sections are reduced to a single nozzle, reducing overlap over a conventional section control system. To start, navigate to the ExactApply run page via the arrows at the top right of your display. Here you can review the current nozzle control configuration at a glance in the bottom left of the screen. To access the ExactApply configuration settings, either select on this portion of the run page, or you can access these settings through the main menu. Select Boom and Nozzles in the Machine Settings tab, and finally selecting on the ExactApply configuration section of the page. On the ExactApply configuration page, you can understand the status of the system and the current configuration of the nozzle body. Here we can see that the system status is OK, and you can select this area to get more details on individual nozzle bodies along the boom, including the ability to light any faulted turrets on the boom, making them easy to identify. In the active nozzles section, we can see that the system is currently set up to spray out of the front only, as illustrated by the greyed out rear nozzle position. To the right, we can see the target nozzle pressures. These are currently greyed out, indicating that the system is currently configured to run in a conventional pressure-based spray mode, where pressure is increased as a result of increased speed. To make a change to the nozzle configuration, select the Manual Setup button. Here we can see a visual of the physical nozzle body setup on the boom. This view should match the nozzle body turret positions that are physically set up along the boom. In this instance, we can see that nozzle turret position 1 is at the front and 4 is at the rear. In this configuration, the flow indicators show that in this setup, we can choose to spray out of both the front and rear nozzle together. However, the green flow indicator illustrates that our current configuration is set up to spray out of the front nozzle only via solenoid A. Now we will adjust the spray configuration by selecting the spray mode area at the center of the screen. We will choose to spray out of both the front and rear nozzles by selecting the A+B solenoid option. The nozzle turret flow indicators are now green for both the front and rear nozzles, indicating that solenoid A will supply the front nozzle and solenoid B will supply the rear nozzle. As another example, if it was decided that you wanted both solenoids to supply a product to the front nozzle only, the physical configuration of the nozzle body would need to be changed, as well as the virtual setup in the Gen 4 display shown here. For example, if the nozzle body was rotated so that position 6 was now at the front, you would then need to make that change in the display as shown here with the arrow button to rotate turret positions. With turret position 6 now at the front, the flow diagram shows that both solenoids are supplying the front position only, and the rear nozzle will not receive any flow. In this configuration, with pulsing in auto mode, the front nozzle operates at 30 Hz, with 15 Hz contributed from each solenoid. Returning to the original configuration, the currently selected nozzles are an O3 in the front and an O4 in the rear. This can be adjusted by selecting on the respective turret position and should match the nozzle tip set up along the boom. In this scenario, we'll select an O2 nozzle in the forward or front position and an O3 nozzle in the rear position. Valve pulsing can be enabled by selecting the mode option in the lower right of the display and then choosing auto. With auto mode selected, the sprayer will now maintain both the desired rate and the desired pressure despite changes in speed. It does this by varying the duty cycle of each the A and B solenoids to regulate flow through each nozzle, but still maintaining the desired pressure. When valve pulsing is set to off, solenoids remain constantly open and the boom operates like a normal pressure-based system where the pressure at the nozzle is increased with increased speed and vice versa. With pulsing set to auto, we can return to the ExactApply configuration page where the desired pressure can be set under the target nozzle pressure section, where two different presets can be established. You can easily switch between the pressure presets here or your main ExactApply run page. Returning to the ExactApply run page, we can see the nozzle body configuration and target pressures updated, and we are ready to begin spraying. While spraying, the section flow percentage graph at the bottom right of the display shows the percentage flow or duty cycle directed to the nozzle bodies across the boom. As speed is increased, the section flow is increased to maintain desired rate and pressure. As the sprayer turns, section flow is reduced towards the inside of the turn and increased towards the outside of the turn using turn compensation, eliminating areas of over and under application in turns. When passing over headlands or areas of previous coverage, individual nozzles are enabled or disabled, eliminating overlap and gaps in the field. The status of each nozzle can be monitored on the virtual boom at the top of the run page as nozzles are enabled or disabled with section control. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out our other how-to videos.